Alright, so if you saw my last video, you'll know that I've just done a video on how to get bigger biceps. I went through 3 exercises, the form, the sets and the reps that you need to do for bigger biceps, and I explained progressive overload and how it should work for everything towards your goal, depending whether it's hypertrophy training to get size, muscular endurance to last longer, or if it's just for overall strength training to get stronger. So this is my little list I've got for different video ideas and what I'm going to go through. So today is obviously triceps, so I'm going to give you again 3 exercises for the triceps that are going to add that size. Right, so exercise number 1 is going to be skis. So what they basically are is you'll get your dumbbells, and what you'll do is lean forwards and they will stay, like your elbows will stay in line with your body perpendicular. You lean forward and then you push back, and slowly you'll go down, back up, but you don't let the momentum take it. You have to keep it controlled again to tear those muscle fibers. So again, controlled, controlled. That's just a little dig. So what you want to do is again find the correct weight for your current progression, how well you're doing right now, and you want to do again 4 sets between 8 and 12 reps. But again, if you can do more than 12, do it. If you can't quite do 8, just keep building towards it, you'll get there eventually. So that's exercise number 1, that is skis, or the called tricep kickbacks, the same thing. Exercise number 2 is dips. So you'll find you can do it on a pull-up bar, you can do it on anything what's just standing above the ground, or you can do it on like actual dip bars, or like what you'd put your bike on when you lock your bike when you go out. So basically what you do is, let's just imagine there's some dip bars, you hold on to them straight, and then you go down and you push up. But the more you lean forward, the more chest involvement you've got, because if you think about it, the more you're leaning forward, it's like more like a push-up if you're doing this kind of motion. But if you're straight, if you're vertical, you're going up and down, then that's really working your triceps because they're holding all the weight. Can't really show you the exercise because I don't know what I'm doing with YouTube business, because I'm useless. But what can I do? So just imagine if this bed doesn't tip over, so push up and then go down. That was actually a lot harder than what dips actually are, because I'm sliding all down the bed, so they're not as hard as that really. You'll be able to do it, but if you can't, just try and hold your weight. So if you can't quite do a dip, just hold your weight, let your muscles get used to holding that pressure, because eventually they'll build the strength to go down. You might only get 1 to 2 reps, but trust me, sooner than you think you'll be able to do it. And again with that, it's 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, but same principle. If you can do more, do more. If you can't do it, just keep going and you will eventually do it. The third and final exercise I have is skull crushers, which is actually my personal favourite. So I'm not going to lay down because you won't see me. I don't want to be pausing this video and all sorts, because that's just hassle. But basically, when you're standing up and do it, it's called a standing French press or an overhead press. So basically, it's the same thing, but skull crushers is just laid down. So you have your dumbbells, you go down, and you push up. Go down slow, up, slow, up. And basically, a skull crusher is that. It's the exact same exercise, but you are laid down. And if they're too easy, what you can do to add intensity, because that is the progressive overload, it's adding intensity, which is one method of that is going up in weight or in reps or in frequency of the exercise, like how often you're doing it per week or whatever. But what you can do to add the intensity is, instead of laying straight like this, you can just put your arms further back. So when you lay down, your arms will be straight and you'll be bringing it down and pushing it up because you lay down. Imagine you lay down. So just put your arms further back, because your triceps are then constantly working just to hold that weight, whereas here they've got that kind of rest because your shoulder blades are kind of blocking it from dropping. But if you're here, your arms can just swing back, so your triceps is just instantly adding that intensity. So again, with progressive overload, if you have the weight available, you can gradually add the weight. Like with dips, again, just wrap a belt around your waist or anything you can, clip a weight to it, and do dips like straight away. You're adding intensity, or just do more reps, or just do it more frequently. Because consistency is key with muscle building. Because if you take a break, your body kind of doesn't build muscle the way it really wants to, because it's taking breaks. It doesn't really know what it's doing because you don't have a routine. Routine is key to building muscles, and basically, if you don't stick to a routine, then you're not going to get the goals you're after. Because I see it too often where there's teenagers my age, sometimes younger, sometimes even older, that they go to the gym and they'll just train whatever they feel like that day. They might feel like, I want to do back today, I want to do arms today, and then a couple of months they'll stop going to the gym completely because they've not got that goal or that like desired body. But that's because they're not following a workout plan. So you can buy workout plans online. You can, if you're really serious but you don't have the money, you can make your own workout plan as long as you research. I'll make my own at some point for you all. I'll show you those workout plans. But like what I do, I have a list on this little board, right, and I have my own routine written down on paper and everything. I'll show you that some other time. But this is just so I know what I'm training, how often. I started it because I started quarantine really, so I had nothing better to do. But anyway, to build your triceps, what you want to do, skis, up, down slowly, controlled. Remember, no momentum. The more momentum you've got, the less you're fighting that contraction, the less your muscles are tearing, and the less, therefore, you're going to be building muscle. So always slow and controlled, otherwise you're minimising your gains, really. Exercise number 2 was dips, actually. Again, slow and controlled. If you're swaying around, you'll be training one more than the other, or you'll be involving other muscles that you don't want to be involved in, so you'll be minimising your actual tricep gains, which is not what you want. And then you've got the skull crushers. We lay it down, bring it down, push it up slowly, and don't let your elbows flare around either, because then that's involving sometimes your shoulders and your chest as well, so you want to avoid that. Or you can stand up and do it if you don't want to lay down. It's just an overhead press, just like that. It's not more light. But yeah, so they are my tips and tricks for getting bigger triceps. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again.